Hey, sorry about that interruption. But basically we were in the middle of annihilating these targets. We're adding +5, so this is 4 more hits, and that's another one for 5 hits, so we're up to 10 hits out of 11. And I still have 2 more bombers to go. This next one only gets to roll 3 dice, and that is 6 more hits. So it wasn't even close. We do destroy this target, and now we just got to get home. So let's draw a card. Draw 2 less bandits for any interceptions. Minimum of 1. And we're going to just encounter a bandit and encounter another bandit. So I'm just going to take all the markers off. So let's encounter the bandit. The first one. And, oh, we got one of these. So he's going to go after the lead. And he gets -4 because of the event. So it's a miss. And then we go encounter the next bandit. Oh, I'm rolling a die. So I'm not taking a fighter variant because we didn't engage in any actual bandits. I mean, the 88 shot after our bomber. It didn't. Our fighters weren't involved. So therefore, I'm not going to draw the fighter variant chip in that situation. Oh, we got a noob. And we are flying directly over, so we do get a chance to go after him. And we're going to roll. I rolled a 4. Even with the sweep damage, we have 7. We're still not shaken. So we add 9 to that. The noob is destroyed. I was wondering when we were going to finally start drawing those. So we do get another experience point. And we're going to destroy 1 Luftwaffe squadron. Because we just moved to 5 on the track. So this will go to here, and we will put 1 there. Okay. That brings us to the end of the mission and the end of the week. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put, we scored 4 more points. So that puts us to 54, which I believe gets us out of dismal. Oh, not quite. We are just on the cusp of becoming poor. But I think we're in fantastic shape. We still have almost 6 months of fighting to do. Okay, so we're at 54. And then I'm going to put for secondary target transport. We just did 4 victory points worth of damage to that marshalling yard. So just a reminder, we need 12 points worth to do the secondary mission. So this one was a good one. And here's the even better part. I'm going to flip this to a 2. We just did 2 German targets. So that brings us to the end of the week. I'm going to move that over. And let's do replenishment points. So this one has a replenish of 2. So this -3 is going to become a -1. This one does not have any replenish. This one replenishes 2, so that one's going to go to 0. This one doesn't replenish. This one replenishes 1. No replenish. This one replenishes 2. And this one replenishes 1. So it's going to go down to -3. All right, so that replenish skill is actually extremely helpful in this game. Sometimes some leader games, you don't need it so much. This one you do. It's almost like the cool ability for Hornet Leader, which I value more than anything else. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of the week. I apologize. This is a short video, but the doorbell definitely interfered. I guess, yeah, what I can do real quick is we can at least... Oh, we got to roll for our frame damage here. So this is a 7 or above. I know it's hard to read, but we just added +2 to it, so now it's a 5 or above. Oh no. So we're not allowed to go on the next mission until we get this fixed. So we'll get 1 more crack next week. That stinks, because I think you have to go on every mission if you ever hope to be an ace with those individual bombs. variant. Okay, so we're on week 2. Just to make this video a little bit longer, I'll at least get the preliminary stuff out of the way. Let's roll for weather. So UK is clear skies. Zone 1 is partly cloudy. Zone 2, partly cloudy. And Zone 3, partly cloudy. So nothing going on there. What are we going to do? Well, now we can go after anything. There's a part of me that's like, I liked how we split between going after a transport target and going after an aircraft factory. Because the aircraft factory will help us by the end of this month. We have 2 months to do the other targets. But first of all, let's not forget that we get 28 SO points. So that means we're at 32 SO points. There's a part of me that's thinking I don't even need an escort. But I do, that was the plan, was to get one. At minimum, it would just at least be a backfill until we can hire the jet. I was really hoping to keep that Mustang. That Mustang was so awesome. I'm still thinking. Yeah, we're going to just grab a P-38 Lightning here. We'll do... So I have a choice of one that has a really good air-to-air, or one that will repair himself. Which, you know, there's never any harm there with repairing yourself. They do get 1 durability, which is pretty cool. Or we can get a Thunderbolt, which also repairs himself. 1 comes with Zemke. Yeah, we don't like him. Okay, so why would I not get the one that repairs himself? So I think I'm going to do that. I think he needs more experience points, but I'm not worried about that either. So we're going to get the 20th Fighter Group. It's a P-38. So it costs 12 SO points, but I'll pay the 4 more to make him an average. So we're up to 16 with him. And so then it becomes, you know, which leader do I put on him? I got this one with the Replenish 2, which would heal even more of him. Or I can do the Out of the Sun guy who is just amazeballs. Or do I save this for my jet fighter, right? The idea is I think this guy is going to be our primary until we get the jet fighter, and then he's just going to be a backup. I don't even need a commander at all, in fact. I'm getting a +4. I'll give him the Out of the Sun. Who cares? For all we know, he'll be dead before we get the jet fighter anyways. So we're going to do Out of the Sun. So we get the +3. And yes, we have a 20th Fighter Group added to our squad. And it's the Lightning. I'm going to start out average. In all honesty, these P-38 Lightnings are as good as anything. The only thing you're going to find is that they tend to be slow. This particular one we picked actually goes fast. The Out of the Sun makes you fast automatically. You're already fast just because of the Out of the Sun tactic. So technically speaking, this Out of the Sun should have been given to the other. So if you had two P-38s, you would give Out of the Sun to the other one. So he has fast, and then this one gets fast on his own. But it's not working out that way. And that's where, you know, so with this Shooting Star here, we're going to start off as average. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tripod. So we're going to start off as average, right? He comes with a +6, even with an average. So that's amazeballs. I don't need Out of the Sun, and he's already fast because he's a jet fighter. So Out of the Sun for him is also overkill. So if anything, just get the Replenish 2 on him, so that way he can, you know. Or I can even get this one, because sometimes when they get as good as they're getting, what does a -1 ADA even mean anymore, right? I mean, it's just no big deal. I put them in sweep mode, and I cancel my -1 ADA or whatever. There's lots of options. Okay, so that is 16 points to do. And I'm at 32, so that would leave me with 16 for the mission, and I would spend some on bombs and whatnot. So I think that's a good go. I might need more to someday replace a recon, so I'm happy with that. So what 2 missions are we going to do? Well, that depends on the recon. So we already have 1 airfield high intel. So I think what we want to do is let's go after one of these factories with a 3 on it. And then, by the way, we had this. So we get to destroy something. So what's been annoying us the most? Obviously, this is going to be just a shit show. Let's look at our targets. So if we go after a 3-point factory, one of them's in Berlin, and then one of the other 3-point factories is in Hex 9, which is down here. Okay, so that 3-point factory is in the shit show. Hex 8 is way over here. That's an interesting one. Hex 9 is the shit show. 5 is also quite bad. Another 5. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of missions through the center here. And then 1 over here, and then 1 in Berlin. So we got a weird choice. We can get rid of one of these, which makes our path to Berlin even simpler. I think I'm okay with the sporadic presence that we have there. What I might want to do is get rid of 13, because as I'm coming through, he'll be coming in, you know, these guys are going to be coming in because they have a range of 1. Another thing is maybe get rid of this one, because the same deal. He'll be coming in with a range of 1. So we do have a lot of targets that are here, so I will take this one out. And it just reduces the amount of interference we're going to get. This is just going to be bad no matter how I slice it. You know, one of the things is now that we have the 2 escorts, let's embrace this, right? I'm thinking maybe let's pick 2 missions that are going to go into the heart of this, and then let's start ticking this thing up as we kill fighters. I mean, I would love to go after that Berlin target because look, it's easy. We don't need to right now. Let's go into the heart and basically John Rambo this thing, and just by the virtue of killing bandits, we're going to remove some more of these counters. And at the same time, I like the idea. Let's go after another aircraft factory. So we're going to go after 1 more of those, and then we'll go after a marshalling yard, which will get us towards the transportation goal. And the marshalling yard I want to go for is this one, because it'll give our ETO theater a +1 DRM. So we're going to do that one, because that's going to help us at the end of this month. And yes, we're going to do an aircraft factory, because that also helps us at the end of this month. So I'm just looking, this particular one, look at this one. It's 3 victory points, right? So we get to remove one of these 3 supplies, and we get 3 SO points at the end if we succeed. That's a double bonus there. So we're going to do so that one is Hex 8, and the other one is Hex 9. So let's do it. And yes, we got 2 fighter escorts, so they're both full health. So they can take a bruising, and actually these aren't very far away. They're just a range 4 mission. So it's a great way to embrace all of the squadrons that are going to swarm us. All right, so let's do recon there. The blue one will be for the marshalling yard, and the white one will be for the factory. 3 and a 2 is not good. In fact, I think they're both low intel. I need at least a 4. So I got low intel on both of them. Oh. So I could switch to my high intel target that I have, which is an airfield on Hex 11. I can do that instead of the marshalling yard, but I'm going to say no. So let's roll blue for the left one, white for the right one. I rolled a 4 for both. So the low intel means -1 air to ground, +1 flak. So they both have the exact same bonus. So I'm just going to put this on here. I'll put it on this one first, but -1 air to ground, +1 flak is what's going to happen with both of them. And they both have a +0. So that means we're going to have to work to actually destroy these targets. We will get a +2 from this particular bomb on the marshalling yard. So I need to think about that, and I still have to deal with the stuff that came to my door. So I'm going to go ahead and end this and say stay awesome.